This is a story I couldn't really believe. The U.S. Capitol Christmas tree, America's Christmas tree, is going to make a stop at Michigan State University. A stop tomorrow. It's going to be on display for visitors, hosted by the Michigan State University Department of Forestry and the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources from 10 in the morning till 12:30. It's at the MSU Auditorium. And then there's a public event from 4 to 7 p.m. if you happen to be in the area. Rich Kobe is the chair of MSU's Forestry Ecology Program, and he's on the other end of our AT&T line right this very second. How can this be? Where is this tree from?
Good morning, Michael Patrick.
Thank you.
The tree is from Minnesota, so it was harvested on the 29th of October in northern Minnesota, and it's making 30 stops across the country on its way to Washington, D.C., and we're fortunate that it's stopping at Michigan State.
I guess you have to transport it somehow by ground, it sounds like, obviously. Isn't that a little hard on the tree?
Well, the tree is well taken care of, and it is being watered daily. I think something like 40 gallons of water a day, and the temperatures are cool. And
gallons.
as long as the as long as the temperatures are cool and the tree is watered, it's going to hold on to its needles, and those needles will continue to photosynthesize, and so the tree will stay fresh.
No kidding. That seems a lot of jostling, because I presume it travels horizontally, but will be displayed vertically.
Well, it's actually going to be displayed horizontally as well. And you're correct that it's transported horizontally, and it's on a specially constructed flatbed trailer with viewing windows so that you can look in at the tree.
I wonder what happens to it after it's finished in Washington, D.C.
You know, I'm not sure about that, but that's an excellent question.
Yeah.
I think it could certainly be used for a number of forest products that are important in our lives every day. 2x4s, or possibly would be used for mulch. I'm not sure what the Capitol Grounds Commission does with it.
What sort of a tree is it?
It is an 88-foot tall white spruce.
White spruce. And for people right now who are thinking about getting their own, chopping down their own Christmas tree, what type would you recommend?
Well, there are lots of wonderful trees in Michigan from Michigan Christmas tree growers. One of the most popular now is Fraser fir. It's very fragrant, and it has really good needle retention. So there's less of a concern about needles falling off in your house, and it's really a beautiful looking tree.
Do you like to put when you water it in your own living room, because it gets dry in the winter, right? Do you like to put sugar in the water, or should it just be water?
I think it's just be water.
You know, a lot of people this weekend are going to be out in the woods. Maybe that's the only time of the year they get into the forest for hunting season, and the rest of us play golf, and that's our access to
Right.
Some of the most lush areas of pure Michigan. It's fascinating, the forest cover that we have, and the percentage of forest cover in Michigan, a lot larger than we would think, isn't it?
That's correct. So the forest cover in Michigan is 55% of the land area is covered by forest.
Wow. That's what I mean. That's astonishing to think of. Most of that, I guess, probably in the UP, huh?
Yes. So as you head north in the state, the percentage of forest cover increases. And at one time, Michigan was practically completely forested.
By the way, you can see the tree today, too, in Grand Rapids for our WTKG listeners and our listeners in West Michigan, 2:30 at the Gerald R. Ford Museum. The National Christmas Tree will be making a stop there as well, and as we know, it's at Michigan State tomorrow. My late grandfather, was one of those people who participated in that program. What was it called, the CCP?
Oh, the CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps?
That's it, yeah, and he planted trees up there, I think near Gaylord, up in that area, and when you go up there and you see them, they're all in a row, they're like hallways of trees, aren't they?
That's right, and in the 1930s in particular, a lot of the land in northern Michigan had been tried for agriculture, for row crop production, and the soils and climate there just couldn't support it. And to reclaim that land and to put it to productive uses and stabilize the soil so that we wouldn't lose the soil to soil erosion, a lot of red pine was planted. And the state of Michigan has lots of red pine plantations, currently as a result of that.
Well, let me be the first. Maybe I'm not the first to wish you Merry Christmas, and thank you for bringing the tree through Michigan State. That's highly appropriate, I think.
I think it is as well, and we look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow at the public event from 4 to 7.
Okay, thank you very much at MSU Auditorium at 9 minutes before the hour. Maybe next year we can get a Michigan tree to go to the nation's capital.